Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is The Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 7. And what an episode it was. Something actually happens, so if you don't want spoilers, go watch it now. The episode title is Open Your Eyes, which is what Siddiq heard someone whisper to him in his PTSD dream. So hopefully we'll finally get some closure on Siddiq's poor mental issues. First things first though, the whisperer that Carol and Daryl captured last episode, they bring him in for questioning. Lydia gives them some advice that the whisperers are fully brainwashed in Alpha's cult, so no amount of torture is gonna make him crack. But if he could see that Alexandria is a really nice place to live, he might be like, oh my god, why am I living in the woods wearing zombie masks? So Carol butters him up with some bread and jam, and it seems like that's gonna work, but oh, he was just playing her. Yeah, this guy's just fully committed whisperer. So Carol goes in for some light torture, but long story short, that doesn't work either. Although they do learn one very interesting thing, that Alpha told all the whisperers that she killed Lydia. So a plan hatches. If they could show the whisperers that Lydia's still alive and their glorious leader Alpha lied to them, oh, they might have a mutiny on their hands. Unfortunately, before they could bring Lydia to this guy, oh, something's wrong, he dead. Yeah, Dante gave him some healing herbs, but those are hemlock, a poison. It wasn't Dante's fault though, it was Siddiq who packed the bag. Yeah, Siddiq's been having a real rough time. His flashbacks are worse than ever, and now with so many people in Alexandria randomly sick, he's just not getting any sleep. Meanwhile, at the border, it's Aaron and Gamma on guard duty. They're starting to talk to each other, try to be friends. Of course, Gamma was instructed by Alpha to pretend to be friends with him to, get information and stuff. Aaron, though, is just too friendly a guy. He starts to break down her barriers, especially when he starts talking about siblings, because she sacrificed her own sister to save Alpha, and she's definitely starting to regret that. Alpha has a check-in with her to make sure she's not cracking, and they do the whips on the arm. Ouch. So when Gamma goes back, she just grabs Aaron with a knife, like, yo, tell me everything. But just then, it's Carol who comes around the corner with Lydia. Gamma sees that Lydia's alive, and boom, brain explosion, Alpha lied to me. She runs off into the woods. Lydia, though, is like, wait a minute, Carol, were you just gonna use me? I'm nobody's pawn. I'm going off on my own. Back at Alexandria, the nice old lady Siddiq's been treating, oh no, she dies. Siddiq couldn't save her, and he's having a serious panic attack now. He just runs and jumps in the river.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Rosita jumps in there to pull him out. Remember, these two have a baby together, and even though they're not romantically together, I guess they're still real close, and, they had a good talk. The kind of heart-to-heart you have on The Walking Dead if you're about to die. Siddiq's little swim, though, gives him an idea. Wait a minute, maybe people are sick because of the drinking water. You think? Yeah, I guess Alexandria has some sort of filtration system, and the levers point to drinkable or undrinkable, and on one of the pipes, turns out the lever was bent. It was pointing the wrong way. Siddiq blames himself. It's because he's been so distracted that he didn't realize the water was going the wrong way. His best bro Dante comes to cheer him up like, hey man, it's not your fault. Dante gives him a real nice pep talk here, and I've come to really love Dante over the course of this season. I feel bad about, back in episode 1, accusing him of being an undercover whisperer. Except I was totally right. Yeah, right after they hug, Dante does a little tongue click tick, and Siddiq, boom, remembers that's what the whisperer did, who was holding him and made him open his eyes. Oh, mind blown. They have an intense stare down, but Siddiq's got no poker face. Dante knows the jig is up, and oh god, they're having a fight. Dante's choking Siddiq out, and he's like, I'm sorry, man. I really did like you. This isn't how I wanted it to go. But yeah, Siddiq is dead. So there you have it. Dante kills Siddiq. He's an undercover whisperer agent. That means it was Dante who intentionally sabotaged the water and killed the prisoner before he could talk. It seemed truthful that he did really like Siddiq and didn't want to have to kill him, but on the other hand, I guess he's working to bring down all of Alexandria. It's hard to imagine how a normal cool guy like Dante could ever, be a whisperer, but I guess Alpha's got her people just, very much brainwashed. And if they got a sleeper agent inside Alexandria, maybe there's one at the Hilltop or Oceanside too! Next week is episode 8, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the mid-season break, so it's gonna be a biggie.